What's up, y'all? It's Aniya, and I'm back with another video. And yes, I am by myself today because today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make our new intro. So let's get into it. So before I do anything, when I edit, I import everything that I'm going to need for this video. I didn't have much that I needed for this video because I already had it in there from making the intro already. Now I'm redoing it for you guys so I could teach y'all how to do it. But I just imported this After Effects title thing that I made. I'm going to show y'all in a second. So first we're going to make this color mat for our background color. I'm going to use the eyedrop tool and use the color from the original intro because I didn't remember what color I used. But it's definitely not that light, so we're going to make it darker. You can use whatever color you want though. You're going to hit OK again. Then we're going to right click on that and press new sequence from clip so you can get a new sequence to work in. You don't want to work on the same sequence. And you're going to drag it to 20 seconds. Actually like 23 or 25 seconds. Then we're going to import our After Effects title. Y'all can see how it looks. It's like a liquid title thing. It's cool. But we're going to go to our effects panel and we're going to go to color key. Use that to make it transparent because we don't want that background color. We want the one we just made. Then we're going to hit position so we can position it in the middle of the screen. Play it back. It looks too long. I want it to end as soon as it fills in yellow. Like that. Yeah. I'm going to go back to our effects panel, get our transition. We're going to be using cross zoom for this. I cut it down and that didn't look right. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't know what was wrong. I was trying to figure it out for the longest. I sped it up for y'all. But turns out it was the duration time. I need to change it to 1 minute instead of 11 seconds. And now it looks great. So now we're in our essential graphics, getting our title that we're going to use for our names. I'm going to turn off that unnecessary stuff and type in my name. Change the font to High Beastie. Scroll down to colors. Change the shadow to white and change the fill to blue. Oh my gosh, this is going fast. But we're playing it back to see how it meshes the transition in the title. I had to scoot it back some. We made the title bigger. We positioned it in the middle of the screen at the top. Played it back. Looks too long. Had to scoot it back a little bit more. Now we're in our project panel, looking for our phone that we're going to be using. Drag it in, cut it down. Go into our effects panel, looking for a color key so we can make it transparent also. Eyedrop tool, change it to 50 so that stuff could go away. And we're going to rotate it to 15.4. I'm going to position it to the right side of the screen. Play back. Looks good, but it needs a transition. We're going to be using that. I really don't know the name. VR Spherical Blur or something like that. Okay, so y'all, when I did this, it didn't look right. Like, I did not see the little transition. I just couldn't see it. And I had went in to change the numbers and that really ain't do nothing. I had changed it from 50 to 100 and I still didn't see it. I don't know what was going on. Y'all was going crazy or something. I feel like I was going crazy. But I had changed it back to the number it was And guess what? It looks normal now. Like, I can see the transition now. I don't know. It must have been lagging or something. Now we're going back to the project panel and we're going to look for our first video of me. We're going to drag that in. And we're going to lock the track so I can cut out the audio. I'm going to cut down the track to the part of the video that I want, because we don't want it to be long, because we're going to be using multiple videos. And then we're going to our effects panel to put the same transition we used for our phone onto the video. Cut that down. Play it back, make sure it looks right. I'm going to press it so we can rotate it to 15.4, just like the phone. And we're going to scale it down and all that, make sure it looks great inside the phone. You're going to put whatever part you want to be in the phone right now, even though it's falling out, because we're going to crop it. So we're going to go to the effects panel. Look for the crop tool, drag that over, and we're going to go to that and we're going to start cropping it. You want to make sure it fits in the phone like perfectly, because you don't want it, you want it to look normal, like you don't want it to be looking like it got parts hanging out and all that. You want it to look like an actual phone on the screen. And I had to go back to fix them so it could fit in. I dragged the video out because I felt like it was too short. Made sure it was long enough. Now I'm measuring the time of this whole section, because I wanted to make sure it was 5 seconds and it wasn't. So I had to drag that out. Which explains why my video was too short. I'm gonna go to find our second video, repeat the whole process all over, lock the track, cut out the audio, drag it, cut it down, and find the part that we want. I want the part where I'm smiling in, because in the first video I was looking like serious, fierce, you know, so we gotta change up the looks. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna drag that back, cut it down some more. Looks great. Now we're going to go rotate it to 15.4, just like the other stuff. Scale it down. Fit it inside the phone. Get the crop tool again, because you know we gotta crop it inside so it can fit. Y'all know this process, we just did it. Play it back to make sure it looks good. And it does. I did that one perfect this time. Now we're going to find our last video for my section. Repeat the whole process again. Lock the track, cut the audio. And I just used the beginning part of this video. I didn't really find any parts for that one. But I rotated to 15.4 just like the other ones. Scaled it down, fit it in. Cropped it up. We're going to speed this up because you guys just seen this. Crop tool. Crop. Play it back. Great. Looks great. When I was playing it back, I noticed that the text was going outside of the frame though, so I had to fix that. So we're gonna move that down a little bit, so when it turns at the end, it don't go outside the frame. Now we're in Adobe Photoshop to cut out our images, and we're going to be using the quick selection tool so we could carve out Malaysia so that she could be transparent and we could put her wherever we want, because we don't want the background with the houses and all of that. So to do this, you are just basically coloring in the lines, but it's not really that hard because Photoshop helps you out a little bit. They know what you're trying to get, so it kind of just clings on to the parts that you want. But sometimes you have to take some stuff off, because you see how it grabbed Malaysia's shadow. We don't want that, so we want to cut that out. Sometimes you have to zoom in, zoom out, make sure all the parts that you want are in there. Make sure no extra parts that you can't see from the full view is in there, because you don't want that. You want only the parts that you want. You just want the body. You don't want part of the streets, none of that. So you gotta zoom in sometimes and get a better view. Zooming out, I'm going to select and mask and make sure everything is right. And if it is, you hit OK. And then we're going to add our layer mask. Go to layer and layer style and stroke. And put the color we want. You want to make sure that you got whatever color you want, then whatever size of the stroke that you want. Then you want to go back to select the mask, because sometimes they have these little dots around the outline, and I'm not sure why. I guess they just want to make you do extra work. It's very aggravating, but sometimes I have to go in and clean all that up. It's easy fix. You just gotta tap on it and it's gonna go away. But it's tedious and it's more time consuming, and I don't want to deal with that. So I don't know why they got that on there. They need to fix it, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So done with that, hit OK again, and now it's time to export. So you're gonna go to File, Save As. You're gonna put where you want it to go, and you're gonna put JPEG for a picture. You're gonna make sure that number is 12, and you're gonna hit OK, and then it should be in your desktop. Now we're going to drag that in. What we're about to drag in is not the same picture that we just cut out. It is my picture because it's my turn in the editing process, but it's the same process for all the cutouts. So I just showed you one of them that I did. So this is my first picture. We're dragging it in, and we're going to move it back so it isn't so long. And go to the to the color key so we can make it transparent, because I know y'all see that white background. All you got to do is tap that and it goes away. You don't have to insert numbers in this one. We're scaling it down, making it fit in the frame, and moving it to where we want on the screen. Play it back, make sure it look good. You need a transition. We're going to get the same transition that we used for the phone in the video, in the first video, and scale it down to the same part, and now it does the same thing. Looks good. That's all for today, guys. I'm going to be doing a part 2, so stay tuned for that one. But don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Get our views way up there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. And remember, real girls are never perfect, and perfect girls are never real.